All right, guys, how's it going? We are back with another video. This time we're doing another one on Norway. So this video is called, the one I'm going to be reacting to, is how to behave in Norway. 11 things you should never do. Norwegian etiquette. So we're going to find out 11 things you should never do in Norway. The original channel's by Anna Goldman, and the link to the original video will be in the description section down below as always. So head over there and check that out as well. And without further ado, we're going to find out how to behave in Norway. 11 things you should never do right here on the coolest channel on YouTube.
Hi guys, my name is Anna and welcome to my channel. Usually
Hello.
every single Sunday I'm going hiking, and today, not to feel alone, I'm taking you with me. In this video I'm going to tell you my list of 11 things you should never do in Norway. I have many of you guys from Norway
Don't do these things, guys. Take her advice.
here, so if I'm wrong about something or I'm missing anything, please let me know in the comments down below.
And if she is wrong about something, don't take her advice.
Number 1. Thinking that Norway is a small country. Guys, you cannot imagine how many people don't understand how large Norway
It is pretty
is.
long, huh?
I've heard many times that some people actually think that to get from Oslo to Bergen takes 2 hours with a car. Let me open you a little secret. To drive from Oslo to Bergen takes 7 hours to drive with no stops.
No stops.
Norway has a lot of mountains. It takes
Oh, wow, yeah, they do.
so many hours to drive from one place to another. For example, it takes 5 hours to fly from the south part all the way up. No, Norway is a very long.
That's not bad. I mean, it took 4 hours to fly from northern Indiana to Orlando, Florida. I think it was about a 4-hour flight. Maybe I'm wrong. I believe it was 4 hours.
Country which is stretching from top of Europe all the way to the Arctic Circle. If you start a really large spin in the most south point of Norway and spin the country all around, Norway will reach all the way to Italy. Do you enjoy this video and find it informative? Please let me know about it. I will be happy to see your reaction. Second, get too close to anyone, anywhere. After 10 years
I think that might apply anywhere. Don't be too close. Don't be too touchy-feely. Everybody's got their personal bubble in their space that they don't want invaded, I'm assuming.
of living in England and especially in Italy, I got quite used to people getting really close to you when you speak.
I don't even know the lady, and she calling me a son and a bitch.
Norwegians are very different. People in Norway appreciate their personal space. They're not being rude, it's just their nature. If you're not sure how close you should go, just watch their body language and don't get any closer if they back away from you.
Yeah.
Get away. Stay back. Stay back.
I would say half a meter or a meter is quite a safe distance. However, during current situation, I got this message from my colleagues. Keep this in mind. Third, never show up late. It is considered to be rude or to be late for the event or cancel at the last minute. Up to 10 minutes late, it is okay. Norwegians will understand if you let them know in advance that you're going to be late for the event. Oh, I'm so sorry, I got lost while hiking. I will be 7 minutes late. Actually, some Norwegians like when people coming earlier to help them out. Thank you. Number 4, making eye contact all the time for a really long time.
You said don't do that?
Don't like eye contact.
Okay. I don't like this. I don't like to make a lot. I like to look away, you know, maybe 50-50, glance at him, glance away. Don't just stare. It's kind of weird.
Consider it's rude. They just don't know what to do about it and how
It's
to
uncomfortable.
react. It doesn't mean that you should avoid it at all, especially when you greet someone. It's normal to look them in the eye. Hi, hi. Hi, hi. But don't look at them for too long.
Yeah,
here,
don't stare them
just
down.
Make the same long eye contact as they do. I hope you enjoy this video. If you do,
The same eye contact they do. What if they're staring you down? You just keep like getting closer and closer and stare and stare. If they do that, I hope you don't come across somebody like that. That would suck.
please give me a reaction. Also consider subscribing to my channel. I will be so happy to have you as a part of my society. Number 5. You
And I would be happy to have you a part of mine as well. If you guys could, can't even talk. If you guys could hit subscribe, that would be amazing.
cannot underestimate the word koselig.
Koselig?
Means cozy, which is extremely important for Norwegians. Whether it is staying inside next to the fireplace or spending a whole weekend in a cabin, hut koselig means for Norwegians to be 100% comfortable and to become really open up to other people. Christmas Eve is the most important day for Norwegians, where everything has to be koselig and traditions.
Nice, yeah.
Followed. Thing number 6. You can never think that you're better than everybody else.
This is advice anywhere, guys. Nobody's better than anybody else. Everybody has different circumstances. Everybody makes decisions differently. Everybody's in a different point in their life. So this is just good advice for anybody, I think. So definitely take this advice.
Janteloven is a very important and unwritten law in Norway. It basically says you shouldn't think that you're any better. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't have self-esteem. It just means that just don't be cocky, no matter how professional or how rich you are. Norwegians don't like people who brag. Number 7 might sound funny, but it is not funny at all, guys. When you're in Norway, never say that Sweden is better at winter sports.
Sounds like they got a little bit of a competition there, guys. So if you're Norwegian or Swedish, toss that down in the comment section. Let me know about this one. Who do you think is better?
I'm just making sure that no one can hear me here. Norwegians and Swedes are bitter rivals when it comes to winter sports, especially winter Olympic sports. Swedes even have a theory that Norwegians dope themselves because they win a lot.
They what?
Theory that Norwegians dope themselves
because
they win a lot.
Okay.
But if there is the one thing you never do in Norway is to make fun of Olympians here. However, it doesn't mean that you cannot talk about it at all. Just be respectful. Because guys, now I understand after last winter how difficult it is to become such a strong character in terms of winter sports. The training is so painful. And I'm talking about random snowboarding, not about professional training for professional Olympic sports. Number 8. Do not ask questions that show that you have no knowledge at all about Norway. It is not a
Fake it till you make it, guys.
good idea to visit Norway and ask where are there polar bears. What? Or if Norway is the capital of Sweden.
Do your research, guys, and that's just another good advice. If you're gonna go to another country, you should just get some general basic knowledge, before you go there. It just seems like good practice. I mean, who wants to go to another country and look like an idiot because you didn't even check out basic stuff? So, yes.
Believe me, guys, this happens a lot. I even had a few examples without naming names. I told people that currently I live in Norway and they go like, you moved to Sweden. No, I'm living in Norway.
No, Norway.
It might sound funny, but believe me, first of all, you will feel stupid making statements like this. And secondly, Norwegians and people who currently live here will make fun of it for many years after.
Budget.
Number 9, not dressing for the weather and complain about it. As Norwegians.
Was it never what?
Number 9, not dressing for the weather.
I'm trying to read this and listen to what she was saying. Never complain about not being dressing for the weather.
As Norwegians, saying there is no such a thing as a bad weather, only bad clothes.
Okay. Yeah, don't complain it's cold. You should have put a coat on. Don't complain that you're wet. Why didn't you grab an umbrella, right? That makes sense. All right.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I told you there is not such a thing as a bad weather, only bad clothes. Actually, Norwegians complain quite a lot about the weather. Go to Bergen and talk to local Norwegians there.
I'm sure everybody
complain
does.
a lot about how often it's raining here. However, Norwegians know exactly how to dress up for the cold weather. If you
a
don't
lot of
know
rain.
what to wear in Norway and coming here winter time, watch my previous.
You know, that's crazy that it rains 231 days a year. That's like 2/3 of the year over there. I wouldn't think it would rain so much necessarily with it being so cold and snowy. I would think it would get more snow than rain. Huh.
Video I explained how layers work. If you show up wearing a t-shirt and shirts when it's minus 10 degrees, you should thank yourself. Number 10.
Yeah.
Think that you can see the northern lights anywhere in Norway all year round.
It's only parts of the year. It's the farthest north parts. This is something I know. Because there's random rare times that we're able to see the northern lights here. I've never personally seen them. It's always been off hour, middle of the night, or it's just been too cloudy. But without the clouds and stuff, there was a chance that we could see them at certain points. But for sure, the farther north you go, and it's not even common for us to see them where I'm at in northern Indiana. Just like I said, rarity. Rare times. But yeah, the farther north you go, the better you'll be able to see them. And again, it's just certain times of the year, I think, certain atmospheric conditions and stuff have to be in play.
Some people actually think that it's dark in Norway all the time and you can see the northern lights everywhere and all year round.
Nope.
What?
That is not true. The best time to see the northern lights up north would be from September until early March.
Okay,
And
yeah.
still there is no guarantees. You can spend 2 weeks up north in Arctic Circle without seeing them because of cloudy weather.
Yeah.
So if you really want to be lucky and experience such an event as Northern Light, watch my previous videos. There I'm
Okay.
explaining how to book a
Go check that out, guys.
Arctic Circle and how to find the right people to show you the Northern Lights. They can even bring you all the way to Finland to make sure that your dream will come true and you will see the Northern Lights. Number 11. Visit only Oslo, the capital of Norway. And actually,
I get this a lot in a lot of the different countries that I do reactions to. Don't just visit the capital city. Usually it's just an international place, especially like Amsterdam in the Netherlands. I get that a lot as well. A lot of times places like that are very international. You're not going to get the actual full culture. You want to spread out and go to a little bit more of the rural areas and see what the actual countryside's about, or some of the smaller towns. It's not so touristy and stuff like that, because the more tourists you have, of course, the more international the city will be and less of the real culture you will have.
in Norwegian, the right way to pronounce the name of the capital is Oslo. Oslo is a great starting point to spend there a few days, to go to the parks, to visit Akerbrygga, to visit a
cool,
Viking
huh?
ship museum, also
wow.
the opera. But after that, my advice, go somewhere else. Travel to Bergen. You will see
Bergen,
those
okay.
fascinating Norwegian legendary fjords. Or move even up north, like to Lofoten or to Tromsø, and you will have a
there
great
you go.
chance winter time to see those legendary northern lights. Or
That'd be cool.
summertime, you will experience midnight sun. It literally when the sun doesn't go down and it stays daylight
In the Arctic Circle.
24/7 from the end of May, I believe, until the very beginning of August.
Oh,
Last
wow.
but not least, my advice.
That would be nuts to actually deal with, because your internal clock would be all messed up.
Before you travel to Norway or to any other country, first research some information about country. Make sure that you
Yep.
know basic things like
Do your
the name
research.
of the capital or some history about the country you are visiting. Also, just be open-minded. Treat other people with respect. The
Oh, yeah.
same way you
Don't go
want to
somewhere
be
and
treated. And
be
you will
rude.
be
Yeah.
just fine. Thank you so much for watching this.
Awesome,
video and
awesome.
also having fun with me, hiking around. Stay safe, be happy, and I will see you next week.
All right, so awesome, guys. That was pretty interesting. Yeah, like how long Norway is. I didn't realize that. And then the fact that like people get it confused with was it Sweden? Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. And then, yeah, some of that I feel like was just kind of like advice that could just be applied to just everybody in general. You know, don't get too close, respect personal space, just be respectful in general. You know, research, you know, do your research before you go somewhere. Don't be the guy that goes somewhere and is just asking dumb questions when you could have just looked it up on Google in 5 seconds, you know. So, all right, well, you guys take care. I will see you in the next one. Have a super fun, awesome time. And yeah, later.